So today we need to talk about Amazon. Amazon is one of the largest companies here in the United States and really in the world. And this is something that everybody uses. You go pick up your phone. Oh, I need diapers. Okay, I'm going to order some diapers. They'll probably show up tomorrow, right? Oh, I need to order some batteries for my remote control. Okay, they'll probably show up tomorrow. Well, here's the thing. Amazon is changing, and today I want to give you some insight as to what is going on, and this is coming from some Amazon insiders. These are from people that work at Amazon in the fulfillment centers. These are people that I look to get information. Now, here's something I can tell you. What's going on with Amazon is shocking, but at the same time, it's telling us what is coming. Okay? This is what is coming. I want to read you some of these emails. Here's one that I got. Listen to this. It says, "We all know Amazon is the holy grail. This is where everybody wants to work, and this is where average workers go to make above average income." Well, not anymore. "I float between multiple fulfillment warehouses here in Pennsylvania, and I am shocked at what we are able to do. Some fulfillment centers are not even close to being as full as we once were. My facility manager told me that they overhired during the pandemic, and it's just a matter of time before they announce even larger layoffs. She warned me. It's scary to think that I could lose my job, especially when I have been here for just over 9 years." Now, Amazon's already in the middle of going through a second round of layoffs. They already announced they're laying off 18,000 people. Now they're going to lay off an additional 9,000 people. And I believe yesterday or today, they're starting to lay off HR and other departments. This is troubling. Why would one of the biggest companies in the world decide to lay off employees? Is it because they overhired? Well, not necessarily. Because how do you overhire? You don't overhire. What happens is the times change. Consumers change. We're not spending as much money as we used to on products. If we want something now, sometimes we'll just go to the store. We're not going to opt for convenience all the time, especially when it costs more money. And I know people are always saying that, oh, Amazon's cheaper. Amazon's so much cheaper. You got to shop on Amazon. I can personally tell you, Amazon is not always cheaper. For instance, it doesn't matter what you get. Okay? It honestly doesn't matter. Here's a thing that I purchased. This right here is just a baby monitor. Okay, it's a baby monitor. Use it to monitor my kids. Anyway, this monitor right here. Okay, I believe this sells on Amazon. I think with 2 cameras, I believe this sells for like $50. You can buy this one or one very similar to it. I believe for $19.97 or $19.99 at Marshall's. You know how I know this? Because I used to sell a lot of products. I do something called retail arbitrage. Now, I still sell products on Amazon. However, I do not do retail arbitrage. I used to go to stores like TJ Maxx, Marshall's, Ross. I'd go to outlet stores like Nike and Adidas and Under Armour. I'd go to stores like Walmart and Target. I'd buy clearance items. I'd buy all these items. I'd ship them off to Amazon. When they sold, Amazon would ship them to the customer and they'd pay me. I would make thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay? That's how I know what Amazon does. So right here, Amazon is not always the cheapest. And now the American people are figuring it out. Now, Amazon didn't overhire. What happened is we all changed the way we were making purchases. This is one of those things. Now, the other issue, okay, is that right now, there's way too many fulfillment warehouses. Way too many. Some are actually sitting empty. Just listen to this, okay? This person says, "Adam, my friend who works at Amazon told me this, so I have a question to you. My friend said he knows that Amazon is using empty warehouses as parking lots, storage for other businesses, and they're attempting to lease out these huge spaces. Is this true, and why are they doing this?" Well, here's what I can tell you. Amazon is trying to lease out many large warehouses. I believe at the end of 2022, Amazon was trying to sublease about 10 million square feet of empty warehouse space. Just to give you an idea, I believe in order 1 million square feet is equal to, I believe, 15 and a half or 15.4 professional football fields. So if they're trying to lease out 100 or 10 million square feet, that's 154,000. Okay, it's 154 football fields, professional football fields. That's how much empty space they had at the end of 2022. I don't think they ever filled that. I don't think places like Walmart decided to use Amazon's warehouses. I don't think it happened. So based off of what I've seen lately, I'm pretty sure Amazon has way too many empty warehouses. Guess what? They have to pay for those. It's not just they have to pay for them. They have to have security, have to pay for water, have to pay for electricity, have to pay taxes, right? All these things they have to pay for. Again, Amazon, in most cases, they want to build a warehouse. They want to build a headquarters. Guess what? The city comes out and says, we'll give you money. Bring your space here. Bring your business here. We will give you some money to build here because guess what? It's going to bring up employment. People will work. They're going to give them not minimum wage. They're going to pay them a very nice salary. Well, guess what? Amazon's going to get screwed if they decided, yeah, let's build this, and now it's just empty space. Guess what? Guess who's paying for it now? Most likely the city. So you know who's going to pay for it? The taxpayers. Yeah, it's going to be the taxpayers. Now, I also want to read you this email. This is from a friend of mine that does work at Amazon. I'm not going to say exactly where he works because he does still work there. But this is what he says. Because, again, we talk all the time about, hey, what's Amazon doing? Is there something I should be watching out for? All this stuff. Well, here's what he said. He said, things here are very different than last year. Last year, we were working an easy 45 hours a week, most times over 50 hours per week. Overtime was great. And over the past few months, I'm averaging around 30 hours per week. However, I was promoted from a packer to a manager on March 1st, and since then, I have had my hours increase. However, I have noticed that the number of packers is dropping. I've never seen it before. I've worked here for over 5 years, but we have packing stations that are empty all the time. This just goes to show how much people are spending on shopping these days. That's exactly true. And this is something that I mentioned before, is we don't have the money that we used to. We just don't. Right now, and this is part of the problem, is right now, a lot of people have exceeded their limit on credit cards. They are maxed out. Okay? Their credit card, let's say their limit is $1,000, and guess what? They push it all the way up to $1,000, then they pay their minimum payment, and then they continue to spend. Let's say their minimum payment is, $1,000. Was it like, let's say $80, $85? They spend $85 to bring it down. Guess what? They spend another $85 on their card. Guess what happens then? Then they get hit with interest. And guess what happens at that point? Now they're up over $1,000. Then they pay their minimum payment and they do it all over again. The American people are going to screw things up, especially when it comes to credit cards. Okay? We are absolutely screwed. And I say this because what's happening right now is we continue to spend like we used to. I was talking to a friend the other day. He was looking at buying his 9-year-old son some pair of Jordans. These are $300-$400 pairs of shoes. He wants to buy his 9-year-old son a pair of Jordans, $300-$400 pair of shoes. Wonderful. But again, he's not rich. Okay? He probably has a mortgage, probably has car payments, probably has all this stuff. He's not rich, but he does, and so does his son. They like to continue to spend money that they probably do not have. And when I say don't have, they're not hurting, but they probably don't have millions of dollars in the bank, and so because of that, probably he could use that money for something else. But that's not what's happening. We continue to spend money. I went out to some store a couple weeks ago. I noticed this person just kept buying whatever it was. Okay, it was a clothing store, but buying this certain brand. Guess what? They bought their friend something. Okay, they bought their other friend something. You know what they said? It's okay, my dad will pay for it. The person's dad is going to pay for it. This is the issue we're having right now, and it's not just from Amazon. I just wanted to share these emails with you from Amazon insiders because this is shocking. This is what we are seeing right now in our economy. Okay, businesses are struggling. As businesses struggle, and I've said this before, as a business struggles, what's going to happen is they're going to start to lay off employees, lay off some of their managers. Okay, and guess what happens? They usually lay off managers. And then as they lay off managers and they try to get their other managers to manage 2 or 3 times as many people, then the manager realizes, we don't need all these people. Let's lay some of them off as well. And so then they make cuts, 10%, 15%, 20% of people. All right, gone. Then they tell the others, hey, we're struggling right now. It's a tough time. People aren't spending money like they used to. We really need some help. We're asking from everybody, from managers all the way down, everybody has to take a pay cut. Let's say 6%. 6%. Not a lot, but 6% is 6%. You know what inflation is right now? 5%. So inflation's 5%, and some are going to say, hey, let's give you a 6% pay cut. But good news is, we're not going to lay you off. You will continue to keep your job, but you have to accept this decrease in pay. That's what we're seeing. So, just wanted to fill you in on what's going on right now because, again, this is shocking and this is happening all across the country.